you going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Not Blues 4x4. In today's episode, we're in South Australia touring Flinders Ranges. So come with me and I'm going to show you everything that it has to offer.
When your heart is raised to raise and speed alive. When your heart is raised and speed alive. When your heart is raised to raise and speed alive. When your heart is raised and speed alive.
Willapina Caravan Park backs onto some massive cliff faces, where I woke up to see the sunrise hit the cliffs for the first time. This was truly a magical experience. Morning, guys. So got eggs and bacon cooking, got a coffee ready to go. So pretty much the plan for today is to head down to Razorback Lookout. So Razorback Lookout is one of the most famous lookouts in the Flinders Ranges, or most iconic, put it that way. So that's what I'm going to go do today, and then hopefully, if we've got time, check out a couple of huts, because there's a couple of huts up this way. Willapina Caravan Park is the perfect place if you have kids or want somewhere to chill and lay back and socialise. They offer showers and washing facilities, has Telstra 4G, a bar to socialise and meet up with other campers in the Flinders Ranges. They have a massive pool that overlooks Potty's Bar, and even an IGA. With the Lux all packed, I hit the road, where I soon met up with the local wildlife. I just stumbled across a whole bunch of emus. That was awesome. That literally made my whole entire day. But there was one cheeky little bug guy. It was so funny. He ran across the road but slipped. And then he was like, oh shit. So he jumped back up, ran the other way, and he didn't jump high enough where the cliff was, and just face planted. Oh, look at him go! Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit! Oh shit! See you, buddy! Oh no! Oh, I love emus so much. They're just the funniest birds. Oh, that is awesome. That has honestly made my whole entire day just on that. After laughing for 5 minutes straight, I headed up to my first lookout, where I saw for the first time what the Flinders Ranges is all about. I've heard how gorgeous Flinders Ranges is and seen so many photos of this place, but until you see it with your own eyes, you can truly say this is God's country. Now, I can't get over the weather in South Australia, so we're in winter and I've got a tank top on, my board shorts, and I'm loving life. It's even that warm enough, I could pull out the good old Zupa Dupas. So I might have one of them. Whoop, make sure you shut that. I'm going to have one of them on the road and enjoy the view. Razorback Lookout was flooded with tourists and like-minded four-wheel drive travellers. I met some amazing people up there, but time was ticking and I wanted to go hut exploring. I couldn't get over how harsh but yet scenic this landscape in the Flinders Ranges is. It's a very harsh rocky terrain with trees far and few apart. The Flinders Ranges has some very strict rules to help preserve and to protect this beautiful national park. Any firewood collecting is prohibited with massive on-the-spot fines, as it can impact the native wildlife. So come prepared and bring your own firewood or buy at the local shops so we can enjoy this national park for generations to come. With water being a real scarcity out here, I was surprised I had to do a few water crossings to get to the hut. With the underbody of the Lux all washed from the red dirt, I found my way to Aruna's Hut, also known as Pumper's Hut. So I've just arrived at Aruna Hut and it's about 30 minutes from Razorback Lookout. The road is not hard at all, so if you've got two-wheel drive, you can easily do it. Now there is a little water crossing. What I'd experienced is not deep, but if you've got a two-wheel drive, might have trouble getting past there. Any four-wheel drive will make it. Aruna Hut was built in 1925 and was home for Eddie Pumper and his family. Aruna was rich with underground water, which played a vital part keeping the farm agriculture alive, as well as the sheep and cattle alive too. Unfortunately, with overgrazing, this killed and dried up the land, forcing this area to become abandoned, leaving only ruins and memories behind. Just imagine the conditions just living out here. But I'll give Eddie this, he had ripper views. It's all held up by chicken wire. They've got wood in between, and then they've got chicken wire either side, holding it all up. And the only thing that's literally rock here is the fireplace. It looks like they've got a fresh new roof on top. The roof is definitely not the original roof because she's looking pretty smick. But everything else, yeah. Aruna Hut. This is awesome. So I thought it would be a good idea just to do a cheeky little knock loose treasure hunt. So if you come down to the Flinders Ranges and you come down and see Aruna Hut, highly recommend it. I'm going to leave one of my stickers somewhere. I'm going to show you where it is. So whoever finds it, take a photo of it and share it to our Instagram page and in the world for me and Shaden, because it's getting our stickers out to you guys in a fun way as well. So I'm going to leave it down here. So I'm going to leave our knock loose 4x4 sticker just underneath this rock, in between these two rocks here, so just underneath this one. So it's literally on the corner of Aruna Hut. You can't miss it, so I'm going to do that now. Now they've got a thing called Aruna Ruins. On the ruins, you can just see like an old window. You've got old stairs over there. Very, very tiny, but they didn't need much back then. They had a simple, well, hard life, but simple times. They just knew how to build stuff back then. I'll tell you what the worst is, when you're filming and you're trying your best to get a steady shot or, you know, just get that one moment shot and the bloody flies are all over your face and on your arms and you're just like on your legs, tickling your legs and you want to whack him but you can't because you're going to wreck the shot. Look, there's a fair bit of work that goes in between me and Shaden's videos, and we love it with a passion. We've met so many amazing people. So guys, if you really like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and hopefully me and Shaden can get out to places like this more often so we can film and share it to you guys. So I'm absolutely blessed to be here. Now, currently I'm gonna go find camp. I didn't realize out here, a lot of these campsites are actually paid for. And I didn't really allow that in my budget because I'm trying to do this trip on the cheapest as I can. So what I'm going to do is I might head back down to Razorback Lookout. There was a really cool little side area where I took a couple photos of the Lux, and it didn't say you can't camp there, so I might see if I can camp there tonight and just watch the sun go down, because that was an unreal view. So I'm going to head there right now. So the first thing that you got to do when you get down to any campsite is to crack a cold one and enjoy the view. So I'm going to enjoy it. This is just unreal. So this is the reason why we own four-wheel drives, and just to get out to places like this. Now, this place you don't actually need a four-wheel drive to get to, but it does help. But oh, this has always been a dream of mine, and I've finally made it come true. Alright, so the sun's pretty much going down, so I want to get food cooking pretty fast. What do we got? We got a Supreme pizza that we're going to whack on the Weber. So I've never cooked a pizza on the Weber before, so I'm really keen to try it out and see how it goes. That's cooking away. I've got a little pizza block inside there, so I'm just slowly heating that up. Tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up super early and watch the sunrise come up. If the sunset is like this, then I can bet the sunrise is even better. So I'm really excited for that. Pretty much, I'm gonna wait until my pizza's cooked. I'm gonna have another cold one and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my night. Alright, so this is my night. Got my pizza, got the garlic bread. I got Brother Bear in the background, so movie night it is. Sounds good to me. Morning guys, so the sunrise is slowly coming, so I've just hopped out to go get the cameras all ready, and it's already a spectacular view. But what I'm going to do is make myself a cup of coffee, enjoy it in the rooftop tent, so it's a little bit warmer up there. So when you're in the Flinders Ranges, I highly recommend waking up early and experiencing the sunrise. It's truly a magical event that you will not regret. Watching the sunrise hit the cliff faces of the Flinders Ranges was truly one of the best highlights of this trip. But being so high up in the mountain, I did get slammed by the wind. With that, I packed up and hit the road once again. I heard there was another hut in the Flinders Ranges and some old ruins nearby, so I headed in that direction. But as I was driving, I stumbled across this amazing rock formation called the Great Wall of China. So hopefully the audio is not too bad. It is really, really windy here. So made it down to the Great Wall, and this is fantastic. Do you remember there was an ad with a father and a daughter, and the daughter asked, why was the Great Wall of China made? And the father had no idea. And he's like, to keep the rabbits out.
It was to keep the rabbits out. There's too many rabbits.
Well, I don't think this wall's keeping too many rabbits away, because I've seen so many out there. But this is fantastic, so let's go check it out. With some amazing photos, I hit the road once again to find these old hut and ruins. In the Flinders Ranges, you come across many gates like we see here. The farmers keep their livestock in these paddocks that we pass through, so make sure when you enter you leave the gates how you found it. It's finally nice to see some greenery in the Flinders Ranges. There's so many gum trees around here, so I really hope on my trip I get to see a koala. If I see a koala on my trip, that trip has literally been top tier out of all my trips, because I've only seen a wild koala once before, and that was actually on the side of the highway. Don't ask me where it was, but if I see a koala out here or on any of this trip, I'd be a happy man. I don't know what I'd do if I saw a koala. I don't know if I've got the qualifications. I just had to. Oh, I'm sorry guys. I was almost at Blinman Hut when I came across this old rusted Mini that I found on the tracks. I would love to know the story of why it was abandoned in the middle of nowhere, but either way it was cool to see. Alright, so we got a little kerfuffle. The gate is locked, so for whatever reason they don't want people to go down to the hut. I'm absolutely spewing because I've driven all this way and I wish someone said, or there was a sign saying that the hut wasn't actually open. So now I've got to chuck a fat Yui, because I'm pretty sure there's only one way in, one way out for the hut. I could be wrong, I'm not too sure, I've never been here. But the worst thing is I don't have reception, but I did pick up a big handy map, so paper can never go wrong, can it? But I think I did actually try to look up this hut on this bit of map, and I don't think it exists on this map, so maybe that's why. Maybe it's an old hut, I'm not too sure why, but either or, we're not seeing the hut today. I was really frustrated as I was on the track for a fair while just to see Blinman Hut, but I pushed on further to see more ruins. I stumbled across some more cheeky emus and I couldn't help but to laugh at them. These ruins that we see here were built and thriving in the late 1850s and were one of the biggest sheep stations in the area. They used to produce wool and at its peak carried 40,000 sheep. Due to overgrazing and harsh conditions, Timore Station was abandoned in 1903. Now being over 120 years old, this is what's left of the old sheep station. I was amazed on how much they left behind, finding old machinery parts, pots and pans and a lot of old glassware hidden in the old ruined rubble. I personally wasn't aware of how much history there was in the Flinders Ranges, and I'm so glad I got to learn and see our old history firsthand. Timore Ruins is around 14 minutes south of Blinman town, and the roads to get in are very up and down and not suitable for two-wheel drives. With the ruins all explored, it started getting late, so I hit the road once again in search for a campsite. Alright, so this is going to be my home for tonight. This is a great little campsite, and it's for free as well, so I'm absolutely stoked over that one. There's this massive mountain up there that I'm going to flick around in a sec. Now, all the wood that I've got in my car, I've sourced it from my own place. So I brought this all the way over. Good thing I pack it really tight. I left my canopy doors unlocked. And it looks like I've lost one of my water tubs. But luckily it's not the chainsaw, my gazebo, any of the electronics, even the wood is all safe. So, like I was mentioning before, until I had a heart attack, all the wood that I've sourced is actually from Melbourne, or from our backyard anyway, and I've just got it over. So, not allowed to touch any wood out here. So if you do want to fire, you've either got to buy wood or you've got to source it elsewhere, not in the Flinders Ranges. It's good in a sense because it's protecting this wildlife and all that, and low-key, there's minimal trees around anyway, so they need to keep the trees that they do have for the wildlife, so I'm all for it. With camp all set up, I admired the views all around me, and with the fire cranking, I relaxed in my chair with a cold one, all ready for a busy day tomorrow. If you haven't seen the journey to Melbourne to the Flinders Ranges, make sure you check it out here.